G'day everyone, welcome to Lubrication Explained. I am Mr. LE. I can't remember, I think it was Leslie D'Souza in the comments who first called me Mr. LE. I quite like it, I'm going to stick with that. So my name is Rafe Britton and I'm a lubrication engineer from Sydney, Australia. And I've been a lubrication engineer for a number of years now, but have been around the energy industry for just short of 12 years. The reason why I started this channel is because I'm really passionate about lubricants and lubricant technology. And the reason for that, you might think it's a bit of a dry subject, but the reason for that is I think that they are grossly undervalued in industry. And what do I mean by that? If you took a mechanical engineer who, let's say, works on rotating machinery, turbines, compressors, gearboxes, and extend that into other mechanical systems like hydraulics, they probably intimately know all of their equipment. It's supplied by a third party, but let's say, for example, you're a turbine engineer, you probably know all the specifics of that turbine. Not just the things like the make and the model, but the metallurgy, exactly how it operates, the speed, the temperature, the differences between this and the previous model. All those little quirks are what really good engineers kind of dig their teeth into. But in my experience around industry, when you ask, a turbine engineer about their turbine oil, generally they know very little. It might be the viscosity grade and the brand. And that's more or less it, which is amazing considering that the turbine oil is essential to the operation of the turbine. And you see that across industry. Lubricants is just something that's very, very undervalued. And I think that means it presents a huge opportunity, right? If people understood more about lubricants and lubricant technology, we could get a lot more performance out of our equipment. So that's where I kind of see the value in this. So I started this channel basically as a passion project, right? I'm not looking to get anything out of it. It's never going to pay for my living, right? Because it's a very niche subject. I'm never going to have, 200,000 subscribers or anything like that. But I'm just really passionate about sharing the information. So why the change now? Why kind of show my face and why have I advertised the fact that there's going to be changes to the channel? Well, my employment actually just finished up yesterday. So I'm going out on my own and I'm starting a new company. The new company is actually going to be called Lubrication Expert. So a bit of a riff on Lubrication Explained. In saying that, I don't want to imply that I am the lubrication expert. I am far from that. It is way too big a topic, and there's way too many different applications that you need to understand and additive technologies and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not implying that I'm the lubrication expert. What I want to do is have people follow me on the journey of becoming a lubrication expert. So, for example, in all my years, I never really took any of the kind of certification exams. So over the next 12 months, I have every intention of completing, my MLA, MLT, MLE, CLS, and Chartered Professional Engineers certifications. And so I'll be sort of cataloging that and saying, who's it for, why is it a good idea? The content that you've already subscribed for, it just gives me an opportunity to spend more time on doing that. So hopefully I can put out more topics, more presentations to help you understand different applications. And then the final thing that I really want to get into is interviews with actual lubrication experts who really know their stuff. Again, they're probably only an expert in a very specific niche, a very specific topic, but I would love to be able to talk to people. So if you are a lubrication expert in a particular field, or a lubrication expert in a particular field, I would love to hear from you and have kind of a long form kind of interview style show, for want of a better word, because I would learn a lot and I think the audience would learn a lot from that too. So, as an example, there could be a topic on wind turbine gear oil additives, right? Just as an example, something like that, or the needs of the food industry when it comes to lubrication. So I think there's a huge amount of topics that we could really cover, and I think a lot of people would get a lot of value from that. So anyway, please continue to engage in the comment section. I really love reading everyone's comments and being able to interact. Please respond to other people's comments too. If you have your 2 cents, I know Mr. Sensible does a really good job because I think he seems to have an engine oil background, and so a lot of the questions that come up about particularly PCMO engine oils, he definitely knows more than me, and so that's what I would love to do. I'd love to have sort of a community of people who can add their 2 cents, and we can all become better at lubricant technology together. So really appreciate it. Looking forward to the next 12 months, and I'll see you guys soon.